Yo, welcome to the Level Up Podcast. I am Ron OG.
This is Sir Esters.
And I'm Black Pino J.
This is the Level Up Crew. Another week has passed, and what's up with everybody?
I'm good.
There's really not much.
I mean, I had some stuff going around in the house, but I mean, we're good.
Getting over jet lag.
Why?
Why?
Well, you know, went on my Egypt trip.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did the Egyptian dance over there.
Yeah, we saw the pictures. We
I saw
posted
you.
up some on our IG account. So.
Ghost riding the camels and stuff. I saw you over there. It looked fun though.
Hey, it was crazy. Like, one thing, okay, we had layover in Rome.
Okay.
Rome has one of the nicest airports I ever seen.
What?
Yes. Italy. Don't ever ride Air Italia.
Bougie dude.
Like,
Italy.
we rode, like, Delta to New York.
Yeah.
And then New York to Rome, and then to Egypt, we rode something called Air Italia. I guess it's like the Italian airport.
Airline.
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah. And they have the nastiest food ever. Like,
But
for
what?
real.
You
And
said
their
it like
seats-
you started it up like it was like luxurious.
No, for real. Like, they have the nastiest food.
Okay.
And then I guess, I ain't trying to be funny, I guess a lot of Italian people are short. So, because the seats
Here we
is
go.
so close up on each other.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Like, for real. Yeah, it is moving.
Yeah. First of all, I don't mean to cut you off. Let's just get to our top news topics trending. Then we'll go back to your full trip because I know you got a lot to tell us. We know.
We can do that.
Okay, yeah. What do y'all got trending in the news? And then we'll go back to Sir Esther's trip to Egypt. Him sliding down the pyramids.
Let's talk about this dude in Detroit. The employee of the Detroit Police Department. He sued the department for discrimination. He won that case, and he went to go cash his settlement checks in. It's three checks, and the bank refused to deposit his checks because they thought they were fake. So they called the Detroit Police Department on him, and now he's about to get paid even more now.
More power to him. God bless him.
Payday in a major
That's
way.
double payday.
That's a hell of a level up.
How much you think he'll get?
I don't know. He might be the new owner of the bank. The way this sounds. It's just crazy that this dude couldn't catch a break, and it's back-to-back lawsuits, and it's just everything's coming up Millhouse for this dude.
I know.
They say it's a bad thing. I say he's blessed.
Because
Yeah.
one of his checks he's trying to cash was like 53,000,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one was like 13, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
the
it
other
was
one, it was tiered down
exactly.
according to that settlement, and they were looking at it and they were like, nah, this Negro's up to something.
Is
Not
he
my
like,
man.
wasn't he like African or something?
I don't
Oh
know.
no, he was
I know
black.
he's a person of color because
Yeah.
there's discrimination. When I saw discrimination law, I said, he's a person of color. He could have been black, Asian, Mexican, and something, not white.
Anything but white.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this dude's gonna be coming up to the police department dressed up like Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop. Kicking, dude, he's he's gonna own the PD. He's gonna own that bank. He might be a new mayor of Detroit.
He need to just go ahead and play the lotto.
He needs to.
Yeah.
Because
he's
he's done
lucky.
came up twice.
Lucky.
Back to back, bruh. I want that kind of look, you know?
It's
But-
coming, bro. Yeah, I think
Jesus.
positive. It's coming.
Oh, we good.
We good.
So yeah, that was the first thing I saw that popped up. I thought it was funny as hell, because what are the odds of that kind of stuff happening?
1 in 1,000.
That just makes me question what's going on in Detroit. Like, how racist can the city be? If
And the city already broken down.
I already know. The auto industry kind of just folded over there. So, but yeah, that's Jesus. But kudos to that man, because he's gonna have some fat
He's getting
pockets.
paid now.
He's gonna have that Scrooge McDuck money.
Okay, do you think he gonna help his community or say forget the community? How about that?
I think he should just focus on him. You know, get yourself together and I'm not even gonna assume that he's not together. Just
He looks like he together.
just keep. I ain't seen no picture of the dude. I just saw the headline. And I just read that article, and in that article they never said nothing bad about him in his past. So I'm gonna assume that everything's on the up and up with this dude, and he keep doing.
He on the up and up.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna just keep. I hope that he's just gonna keep doing what he's doing and just get his stuff, like just keep stacking his paper, because it's gonna be coming real quick.
Yeah, they probably give him a settlement.
Oh, it's gonna be a settlement
because the bank don't want to mess with that. They know what they did.
Lawyers hitting them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, lawyers hitting them up like crazy.
And it's like, we
Johnny
got
Cocker
you.
coming out the grave. If you can't cash the check, you need the respect.
It's my money and I need it now.
What you got going on?
Nothing much on my end. Another week back to work. Working a lot of overtime.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing special. I mean, I got blocked on Instagram.
What?
How?
What?
I'm always into something, but I don't remember it.
Would you hold on?
You know you're an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic when you say you don't remember stuff.
No, Ron is on some Ambien Roseanne Twitter feed.
Well, I think like a couple of weeks ago, it's been 3 or 4 weeks ago at least.
Yeah.
Me and my homeboy went out, kicked it. And when I go out and kick it, yeah, I kick it kind of hard. And
You go hard.
Yeah, clearly.
You know how you always like have the white boy with the shirt going around like a helicopter?
Yeah, the helicopter.
That's this
The
guy
big
right
Pablo.
here.
I'm not that bad.
The way sir is animated, I can see you doing that.
Where the beer?
In the middle of 2nd Avenue, car surfing on the taxi, swinging the
It
shirt.
haven't started yet. Where's the beer at?
We're in the line.
Well, I hadn't been out in a minute, and so we got a little wild. And then, so it's been at least 3 weeks, and someone hits me up on the DMs.
Yeah.
Hey, and it says my friend request, and I'm just very cautious of who's dropping in my DMs, and I was like, who is this, and why are you DMing me, and why you want a friend request? I was like, I just need to know
Who this?
who this. Well, apparently she didn't like that very much.
What?
She said, this is so-and-so. We met a couple of weeks ago, and you begged for my Instagram, and blah, 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 and apparently I'm not good enough for you. And then she blocked me. I'm like,
Blocked.
Okay. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't remember. My main problem with me right now is I wish I knew what I said to get someone to remember me 3 weeks later to jump in my DMs, because I want to use that line again.
Clearly it worked.
It worked. Something worked.
It kind of backfired.
Yeah, it a little bit, but not really. I just like, damn, what
was the turnaround time like when you allegedly had hit her up and got in the DMs and then
He was drunk.
No, from the turnaround. What do you mean the turnaround time?
Like because she's saying that you're the one that was asking for my information. You trying to hit me up?
I did. I don't remember anything.
He was drunk. I just said he was probably drunk.
But the fact that you waited 3 weeks before you hit me up.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 weeks.
How am I supposed to
like
remember
that?
something? Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about, turnaround time.
Yeah,
Like,
it
how long
was
it
3 freaking weeks. So what did I?
You know what probably happened? She was probably in a relationship. They broke up. Oh yeah, this dude was asking for my Instagram. Let me see what he.
Oh yeah, he was
about.
thirsty as hell. Let me see what he's talking about. What? You don't even remember me?
And that hurt her feelings. That's what
You
someone
know
told her. That hurt her
I hate
feelings.
you.
You hurt every female's feelings when you say don't remember them.
He ain't lying.
Oh, my bad. Well, I don't. I'm more worried about what the hell did I say to get you to remember me 3 weeks later.
What I used to do, I just been like, oh yeah, you gotta play it cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But you know, I seem like to not play it cool with some
you
females.
didn't care.
I didn't care.
Clearly, because you got the shirt off, doing the Petey Pablo helicopter on the cab.
I didn't care. I'm like, I'm good. I
Do
didn't.
you even remember what bar?
No, I don't remember anything.
I just remember
That's why I
lights.
like kicking it with him. That's why I like kicking it with him, dude.
See,
Like, he a trip.
the picture I'm getting now when I see you guys, when I hear about you guys going out, he is more like your like you're just like the historian of the day. He's getting everything down because you're gonna forget.
Notes.
You're gonna forget,
Yeah.
and everything's gonna get quote unquote fuzzy, and then we're gonna have somebody. No, I was there. I seen him.
Yeah, Sir Esther, he remembers everything I do. And
That'd probably be so
Sir Esters, aka the Watcher.
it's just I just recently got like this when I go out and I start having fun and I seem to black out. And
Sometimes it's best not to remember anything.
That's true.
and everybody's like, do you know what you did? You doing this? You doing that? I was like, nah.
And you don't get hangovers.
No.
See, when I used to drink, I never got hangovers either.
No.
I drank a whole fifth of him one time and didn't get a hangover.
And I wake up the next morning, drink some water, I'm good.
People used to think I had a superpower. I was like, bro, I said, your head ain't hurt? You don't feel fucked up? Nah, bro. I just want some Captain Crunch.
But that's the only thing I had going. I just thought that was interesting. I'm more concerned about what I did say because I need to use that line again, whatever it is, because it was smooth. Apparently, it stuck with her.
She hit you up 3 weeks later.
Yeah, I was like, damn, what did OG say?
I think what's like,
You were probably kissing on the neck.
Oh,
You know
nah.
how you do. Kissing on like a neck bone.
I heard that story too.
All right, we won't.
I heard that story too.
What story? There's plenty of stories about me.
Yeah, well, this story. This is when I used to work with you guys.
All right.
I think it was both of y'all, you two, and it involved you just jumping in a random car.
Oh
that
yeah,
wasn't with me.
yeah. That I was with a homeboy of mine.
Okay.
We
And all I heard was he approached one of these girls and just
and they let us jump in the car.
they
with
let
him.
him jump in the car.
I
Bro.
remember that. I remember that.
I remember that story. So there's some truth to all this.
Yeah. That liquor talk.
Yeah, it does.
That
I be talking, bro. I'm like,
Blame it on the liquor. The air is getting thicker.
well, yeah, that's all. Nothing really special on my end. Just same old, same old. So, just trying to figure.
So what other topics we got?
What we got?
Go ahead, sir.
Something that we both like. I also saw John Wick 3.
Finally.
It was good.
Yes.
The ending surprised me more than anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know Winston was gonna do him like that.
Yeah, bro.
That was dirty.
That was dirty. The
That was
double
real
cross.
dirty.
That was his main homeboy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on Twitter today, they had the Bride Kiddo versus John Wick. Like, who do you think will win in a battle between them two?
John Wick. That's automatic.
Between who and who?
The
John
bride,
Wick and
the bride from
Kill Bill.
Yeah, Kill Bill.
John Wick.
Yeah.
John Wick.
I thought John Wick's got more skills.
This motherfucker turned a horse into a weapon.
He killed somebody with a pencil.
Hell, Heath Ledger did it too in the Batman. But when you could turn a horse into a semi-auto weapon and just slap his ass, it's
Yeah.
John Wick.
Now the bride, I give her props. She could probably beat any action hero female.
No, she can go toe to toe with most of the motherfuckers in John Wick.
Yeah.
But if it would say that it's a tournament, a John Wick tournament, and just throw the bride in there as the wild card. It would go down. It would go down to John Wick versus the bride, but John Wick
would take her.
And the only reason why is because he has the power of the yeah.
Another thing about that movie, Halle Berry wasn't that great in it to me.
She was all right. She wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
The part I like is that how she commanded the German shepherds.
The shooting and all that.
I think she did all right.
She did all right to me.
But when she was telling, she would just yell out a command, and she was like, yo, no. And then all of a sudden that dog would jump through a window, or the dog did a Spider-Man crawl up the wall.
Yeah.
I got a newfound respect on German Shepherd. Because it was almost borderline scary seeing what these dogs can do.
Yeah.
So, and then when the dogs die or get shot,
No,
because
the
he
dude-
had a vest.
he had a vest on. That was
Okay.
just
He had a
crazy.
vest.
I never heard of a.
I got pissed. I was hot. I said, kill this motherfucker now. But yeah, I'm proud of you.
And that's old boy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
it was a good movie, bro. I'm so glad you finally caught up.
Seeing it.
So
I'm happy for myself.
Did you guys get to watch that Aaron Hernandez?
Not yet.
Okay.
Everybody keeps telling me about
I'm
it.
hoping because I hadn't had a chance to watch it.
So
but
we got to do it this week.
yeah,
I
homework.
need to watch it, but I did watch that Kevin Hart. Real
I
good.
still haven't watched it.
It was real good.
I'm just too busy, bro. As soon as I get home,
His dad is funny, dude. Like all the jokes. Like,
Is it
his
just
dad-
like? Is it just?
His dad is just like that. Like his dad is funny, dude. Like they act like they're brothers.
For real?
Yeah,
That's what's up, though.
yeah. Like he loved his dad though. Like he don't treat his dad like a father. He treat his dad like his homeboy. But he do whatever for his dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, from the stories, from what he said about his dad, it's like they went through a lot anyway. So
Yeah, he did.
But that's what's up. It's
Yeah.
cool to hear shit like that.
It's worth watching.
All right.
Like I highly recommend it.
Well, y'all hear about the YG being arrested Friday?
And I just read that this
I
morning.
saw parts of it.
Yeah.
So he was hit with a search warrant by LAPD early Friday morning, in connection to a robbery, and then he was booked on those charges for robbery, and I think it's tied to July 4th incident where somebody used his SUV, his Escalade, to do the robbery. A shootout occurred, and a 63-year-old man got hit. I think he was killed too. But YG wasn't in the car. He was nowhere near that situation. So
The elderly person, what color was that?
probably white. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. They ain't show no picture. In my mind's eye, I'm just thinking like some white dude you see like in a hospital care commercial on CNN or something. It's just like just run of the mill old man.
I'm just astonished how you have all this success, money,
Still
fame,
kicking it.
and you're still fucking around with this bullshit, and it frustrates me because people like regular folks like we are, and everybody else, we're struggling check to check. We're just trying to make it happen just to get to that level where they're, and they're just still just throwing it all away.
But OG, man, you gotta be real.
Yeah.
You gotta be real in these streets,
Mm-hmm.
homie.
And I think that's part of the image they got to keep up, because you're successful, you got out of the streets, but you got to stay connected to the streets some kind of way.
I disagree with that.
I disagree with it
disagree
too,
with
because
that.
me,
So-
I was never raised in the hood in any stretch of the imagination. My dad usually tried to keep us one step out of that
That's
shit.
how you're supposed to do it.
But I have cousins that actually lived through that shit, you know, and I think it's a more of a mental thing that you don't want to lose who you are, while you're trying to change who you are, like in your financial standing or whatever. And in the rap game, it seems like it's impossible sometimes.
He gotta realize he's more liable in situations than his homeboys.
Yeah.
But in his situation, one of his homeboys would probably take the charge.
But here's the whole thing. There's plenty of rappers and entertainers out there that got out of that situation.
Like Nipsey.
Like Chief Keef.
Yeah.
He got away from Chicago
Yeah, he
because
did.
he knew he could not keep his ass out of trouble, and he's going to end up killed or hurt or shot like his homeboy.
He can't go back to Chicago either.
So he's out in L.A. He got away from all that
Yeah.
bullshit and focused on his music and his
You just take
kids.
your
So,
homeboys with you.
yeah.
That's what he did. And they all live in that house with Chief Keef.
And that like that, and like even with like Nipsey, because Nipsey was doing when he got out that shit, and then he started building on his community.
But that's crazy with Nipsey, though.
Somehow it just came back.
Came back on him.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and that's the one of the fucked up things about this YG situation is that the Grammys is this Sunday. He was supposed to perform a tribute song about Nipsey Sunday, and he's still locked up. He's still on like $250,000 bond.
Dang.
And his lawyers are trying to get him out so that way they can get him into the show. It's just, bro, it's bad timing and it sucks. But his real talk, his homeboys should know that if you're trying to, if you're gonna do dirt, do the shit on your own time with your own resources. Don't the person that's trying to help you get out of that situation. Don't drag that motherfucker back in.
You gotta keep your circle small and tight.
Yeah.
When you get to that level, because people they're using you. After if you get so big and tall, you gotta figure out who's around you, what they can and what they will. And well, I guess what I'm trying to say is people are willing to do anything for that change. They don't care about you.
When it comes to you being a celebrity, you don't care about people talking about you, but your homeboys might think something different.
Yeah.
That could have probably happened in the situation. You don't know the situation about YG's situation.
That's true too, man. But just when I hear stories like that, because this is not the only case of this happening, you know.
I believe it happened before.
I'm pretty sure it's happened before with him and the other rappers. But I mean, I always hear about it like in XXL or Complex, where you got a rapper that's he's got drug into some bullshit because his homeboy is doing the bullshit, and it's guilty by association. That's really what it boils down to. But in this case, it's guilty by association, but your car was used in doing that. You know, that implicates you in the crime regardless. So it's unfortunate.
From their perspective too, I think they look at it as if they don't try to have some kind of ties with their old hood or whatever, they're sellouts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a big.
Everybody
hate that being a sellout or being labeled that. Even though you might not be a sellout, a lot of people that's a big no in their book. Like, don't label me as a sellout, or why didn't you come back and help us out in the hood or whatever. So I think that's a big part of it too.
That's a street mentality.
Yeah,
man.
And that's what you gotta get it out. You gotta know what's best for you.
Get out, man. If you get out, then good for you. Don't do stuff that's gonna ruin those chances and get you drugged back into that hole that you worked so hard to climb out of. It's unfortunate, man.
Like, the only time you should go to hood is to help the community or do giveaways.
Right.
Buy freeze cups.
That's the only.
Man, I want a freeze cup right now.
Freeze cup, backpacks, school supplies, and dip out. No,
Just hand out backpacks, school supplies, and all that.
And and it's unfortunate too that sometimes it takes damn near them hitting rock bottom in their career because they're fucking with the hood still, trying to keep that image up. Then they decide, okay, I need to get my life together. Prime example, Kodak Black. He's still bullshitting in these streets, and now he got this lengthy, he got a couple years, locked up now, and hopefully this will wake him up.
Hopefully.
He just keeps constantly getting into this bullshit trouble, and he's got a career ahead of him, just waiting for him. And the industry don't wait forever.
They're so talented,
Yeah.
Musically they're talented, and there's people that would kill to have what they got, and it's not even just rap, man. It fucking happens in rock.
Yeah, it happens
country.
In all genres. So
it's just
Kodak
it's
Black
crazy.
need to stick to his song "Tunnel Vision." Like,
what he said? Like he said, like some old uncle.
For real, he came out with a song called "Tunnel Vision." And
he's got to surround himself with better people.
Bottom line.
And get out of the, get that street mentality he has, It is what it is. Maybe this last thing that he's been locked up for really will wake him up.
Put me in jail.
Okay.
Throw away the key.
All right.
I know where he's going to with this one.
Right. Bubba
I
standing
ain't
over you
going to
every.
the next part.
No, you're not.
I ain't
You're not.
going to the next
Okay.
part.
All right. Because I was looking, I was like, is he gonna finish it? No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
At my set of change, Bubba standing over you every bed every night.
All
Hey,
thing he
boy.
needed to do was wear a Compton hat, Jerry curl with a toothpick in his mouth. Lock me up. Throw away the key. You never look when you in the shower with a dude and the soap suds go down between the crackers. And say, I'm out of here.
You know I
What other news you got?
Chance the Rapper. Gonna be
Yeah.
a Punk reboot.
A
How
Punk
you feel
reboot is
about
Punk.
that?
Punked is back.
How you feel about that?
I'm very with that, man. I like Chance.
He all right.
I like Chance.
I like Chance too.
I like he's positive. He's a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's why I like him.
positive.
Yeah, he's a
very
different.
positive.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Who did it? Who did it after Ashton Kutcher?
I don't know. I stopped watching after Ashton Kutcher.
No, it was on BET for a minute.
I don't
No,
remember
I think
that.
That's
I don't remember his
straight
Ashton,
MTV.
so.
That's an MTV thing. Now there was a knockoff of Punk on BET. It had what's that dude? He used to go to colleges and stuff and do the pranks and all that crap. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
But yeah, when around the same time MTV was doing Punk, it was I want to say Free, but that's 106 in Park. But it was he's a black comedian, and he was the one that was doing the pranks and stuff. Tall, skinny, lanky dude.
I don't remember that show at all.
I have to look it up, but Punk. When is this in production now, or is that, or is this like?
I don't know if it's in production. I know he doing a reboot.
Or it could have already been filming, and they just now releasing
Yeah.
the information about it. So, because why would you announce this now and everybody's reading about it? So, oh, this has got to be the new Punk show. I'm getting punked. So
I want to see a new Punk, man, because Ashton Kutcher, man, when
He made it real good.
yeah,
it was so intricate, and if you weren't in it, like in the loop, you would have thought it was happening for real. Like car crashes and people coming out hurt, and then also
Remember
Ashton Kutcher.
Kanye West?
I vaguely remember. I remember watching it, but it's been so long ago, man.
That was funny.
But dude, that's Punk coming back that actually might make me actually want to watch MTV again. Because when MTV stopped doing like just music videos like BET did, they were just doing reality shows like Real World, Road Rules, and Punk.
I like Real World.
That was the three
Real
for
World
me.
was hard.
You remember that one Real World? It was
They
like,
always had the black person feel crazy.
yeah, like in Seattle. Real World Seattle, it was a black dude. He already had issues. And the white girl was talking shit to him.
Didn't he smack her?
Yeah. And she was getting in the cab. She was trying to get the last laugh. She said, blah, blah, blah. And he knocked on the door. She opened it up. He said, slap. I said, ooh.
I remember that
jail.
episode.
You go to jail now. You're putting your hands on the white people like that. You got balls, sir.
Anything else, Sir Esters?
They remaking Bambi.
Yeah, we saw that.
I cried.
Everybody cried.
You
in
cried
Bambi.
in Bambi.
I mean, it was kind of sad, but
When the mama died?
yeah.
You didn't cry?
Nah.
Bro, you're heartless.
I cried when Mufasa died.
I cried when Mufasa died too.
Ain't no shame in that.
You didn't cry when Bambi's mama died.
Nah. You know what? I probably
You're
did.
heartless. You're
But
evil.
I watched
You're
Bambi.
evil black.
Excuse me. I watched Bambi probably as many times as I can count on my hand, and that was when I was a little dude. So the only thing I remember from Bambi was I remember Thumper, the skunk, and then Bambi got some horns, and then he got a girlfriend. That Bambi, everybody. That's all I remember. And I just remember
Pretty
it
much
was like
sums it up right there.
I just remember the only thing about his mom, and I don't think it was his mom. I just remember in the beginning it was real foggy, and you see like this buck put his chest out. He's looking in the air, and then he just dips in the bushes. The next thing I know, Bambi, Thumper, Skunk Boy,
Scum boy.
grow some horns, get a girl, Bambi, 2020.
The crazy thing about it, he did probably say the whole movie.
That's pretty much the whole movie, bro. And Thumper had he had like ADHD. He just, his foot just going crazy. And then when he got a girlfriend and she was pushing them buttons, he's like, "Oh yeah, we know we know what he about to start doing, playing Uno." So they're gonna do Bambi like the Lion King. Just
Yeah,
make it
it's
more like
gonna be
real life.
realistic animated. So
Eh.
You ain't gonna take your kids to see it?
Nah.
they're doing Snow White. They're doing Pinocchio.
I'm
They're
waiting for
doing
that.
all those shows like that.
I'm down. I want to see Pinocchio live action. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think
Remember
that'd
they made the Killer Pinocchio?
What? Why you always got these random weird movies? I
Y'all don't remember that?
Killer Pinocchio.
Yeah. Y'all
was that the time when those movies were coming out called like Critters and
Yeah,
all that
it was
crazy
It was
space?
kind of like Chucky.
Yeah, all those
But
crazy.
Pinocchio was actually a killer.
I don't. What? No.
Yeah,
And
look it
Puppet
up.
Masters and all that.
I like Puppet Masters.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, I
Puppet
love Pat
Masters.
because sometimes they were good, sometimes they were bad.
Yeah,
You know
the
what?
newer ones was horrible.
Yeah,
But
you know
the older ones was real good.
the Puppet Masters. They always reminded me of Tales from the Hood. Remember
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
little
Tales from the Hood.
slaves, those slaves coming around. I love that movie.
Shit. I heard they're supposed to be doing a remake of that.
Man, that movie was the shit, bro.
No, they made a Tales from the Hood 2, right?
I think
on
so.
Netflix.
I think so.
I think
That
I
part was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
That was horrible.
if it's not in the theaters and it's like legit,
It was
I use it on
horrible,
copy.
Same thing with I hadn't watched it, but it looks bad too. How High 2 is on Netflix.
I'm not watching
I
that.
ain't
I'm not
watching
watching
that
that
either.
No.
I saw it,
I was
and
like,
I saw
ooh.
both of the motherfuckers on the couch. I said, nope, pass.
Nope.
Pass. I'd rather
When I
watch
realized
Bambi.
Method Man and Redman went in.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
not
like,
the same
no.
thing. So
See, I think I only liked it because it was Method Man and Redman, and that was in their peak popularity.
Yeah.
They just did the Blackout album, and
They had a TV show after that also.
did it? I
Yeah.
don't remember that one.
Yeah, they had a show. TV show. I think it was on MTV.
How High, the TV show?
No. They had a TV show kind of like How High.
Oh, nah, I
Like they
don't.
were living together or something like
Yeah.
that. You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
Gosh, dude.
Bro, I didn't. I
That Alzheimer's starting to catch up on you.
see,
Real world.
There he goes.
Road Rules, Punk. That's it. MTV. I'll check out after that.
Well, you know they coming out with that Real World versus Road Rules.
Well, that was another one too. That was matter of fact, that's the fourth pillar. Real World Road Rules Challenge.
What's it called now? The Gauntlet?
Yeah,
It
I
was
didn't
Real
watch
World
that.
Road Rules Challenge, and then changed to the Gauntlet. But
I know y'all remember Next.
Yeah.
That show they were tough on that, bro.
Man,
They saw coming down the bus next.
Next.
Golly, damn. Ooh, my chest hurt on that one. Hey,
some dudes didn't get a chance.
they didn't get a chance, bro. Next,
That's
God,
one of my favorite shows. Like, I love Nick.
man, y'all were hard on them out there.
See, another show I never had a chance to really watch it was the Catfish show.
Yeah,
I
hey,
watched the first
catfish.
season.
Everybody said it was good. I was like,
Man.
all right, I'll get to
The
it.
first season was good.
Yeah.
And then when I got to it, they stopped it. I was like, well, damn.
Because everybody just want to be on the show now. Everybody's faking to be on the show.
Yeah, a lot of it was. They found out later. A lot of it was like people just. It's all fake.
Oh,
After
for real. The
some of
catfish and the catfish. And the show.
catfishing just to be on the show. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
The
awesome.
first season was
it's
real.
real.
Yeah.
And it started from the dude actually getting catfished.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that's how it all started. And I was like, all right, I'll catch it and I just was procrastinating on it. And then I was like, let me give it a chance. Years later, and then it was like, the show ain't even on here no more.
The show is good.
No,
it's really
still
good.
on.
I don't.
No, it was out for a bit. From what I can remember, It was off for a bit, then it came back.
When it came back the second time to Charlemagne, he was on there.
I know Charlemagne was.
Yeah, he was on there. He
Yeah.
was.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Was he hosting? Or?
He was a cameraman.
He was like a co-host.
Co-host and cameraman too.
Okay.
So
Because the cameraman.
Because they didn't do
was
the
there.
shit on the spot and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought both of them was gay at first.
Everybody said that, bro.
I did.
But you know what? And I like Charlamagne because he's real. He keeps
No,
shit.
not Charlemagne. I'm talking about the camera dude and Nev.
Neff, yeah.
Oh, okay. Nah,
Yeah,
I
I
I'm
always
talking
saw.
about Charlemagne. I'm talking about like the two hosts.
okay.
At first, I thought they was gay.
Everybody always thinks Charlemagne gay, so
Nah,
that's no
I
They
know
said that.
Charlamagne now.
You were just talking about
Charlemagne's not, though.
Charlamagne.
Yeah.
And then when you said the gay part, I was like, because Charlamagne always
He's
says.
always doing that gay
He always
stuff.
saying so.
That's
Always.
not funny though.
He's all yeah.
It's funny.
It's funny.
But
When
people take it out of context.
They do, and he's trolling everybody. He's trolling y'all fools.
He get likes for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, do what gets you famous.
That's true.
in the mold of his butt, he'll give it to you. Then he told DJ to stick your thumb in it. I had people call up there, man. What the hell are y'all doing up there? That's some bullshit. Y'all be no be. He said,
But they still listening.
they still listening
They're
and
listening,
tuning
and they're
in.
still getting the likes.
That part.
So, hey, we'll do what works. Like
Yeah.
Sir said.
Oh. Anyway, let's talk about something a little serious right now. I don't have no idea what's going on, but this Chinese coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Yeah.
What is going on with that? I just recently it came up and I.
It's bad batches of Corona beer.
Oh, so it does have something to do with it.
Got him!
Yeah, I fell into that one for
That was funny.
y'all got me.
Funny.
Nah, it's
Damn. Look at you,
I've
man.
actually been keeping up with this shit. It was isolated in China, and I think the World Health Organization and Chinese officials, they pinpointed it down to a fish market in Wuhan, China, and they believe that it's a disease that jumped from snakes to humans, much like the avian bird flu
Right.
and the swine flu. Because in China, people eat snakes too.
And it has something to do also, isn't that the same thing as the wild cow disease or that
Yeah, mad cow
dis-
well,
yeah,
mad
mad
cow-
cow disease, yeah.
Mad cow started because, I think it was in the UK, they were trying to give the cows more protein, but to do it, they were making the cows eat cows. They were mixing
Yeah.
cow meat in the feed, and that's cannibalism, and it just fucked the brains up, and
Yeah.
that's where that came from.
So this new virus, what does it actually do to people?
It's flu-like symptoms. It's a straight up flu.
They done.
You
It's
actually
like
die from
12,
it?
12 people.
Yeah.
I think 12 people have died. There's hundreds of people.
200.
No, I don't think it's 200. For real?
They said 200.
I mean, when the deaths occur, I mean, it's serious, you know? Well, I know it was 12 from the time that I had heard about it. Like, it was like,
oh, well, 41 deaths.
see, that's still
And
a
it's
lot,
still
though.
going up.
It's still going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, still going up. They built 2 hospitals for it in China.
Yeah, I saw that. And
And they brought it over here to the U.S.
in Tennessee.
Is it here?
No, it's in Texas
Tennessee.
and I believe Washington.
But how do you
Tennessee.
get it?
It's not in
A,
Tennessee.
a student from Tennessee Tech.
No, it's Texas A&M.
No, Tennessee Tech.
Man, I
I'm
gotta
telling
look
you.
this up, man.
We're having a debate.
Man, you trying to
Debate
scare somebody, man.
2020. Who's the sickest? Start. But no, I heard it was Washington. That was the first case. It was a guy. He was visiting family in Wuhan. He contracted the virus. He brought it to the States. He went to a doctor because he was having flu-like symptoms, and then they found out it's that coronavirus. Then I heard it was France. Some people in France got it, but the flu, man, the flu knows no boundaries. You know, there's no obstacles that can stop it because people are always gonna be in contact with people, and sickness is gonna spread. So Chicago,
Texas A&M, and that's all I got for right now. But they said China.
It's spreading though, bro. They've closed. The Great Wall's been closed. Shanghai Disney has been closed. The Chinese New Year that they're going to do in Beijing has been canceled. A lot is there. China has been doing major things to try to prevent the spread. It has to be something major if
they're calling it an emergency now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's scary stuff, bro.
It's in Japan, South Korea, Thailand, Singapore, Taiwan, Vietnam, and it's in a couple of more countries, Mexico and Saudi Arabia.
Maybe you said Philippines, I was gonna cry. He kept going to Asian countries, and it was Asian islands. Like no. Oh man, I mean it sucks, bro. But
it's a global health emergency.
It seems like it's something every 7-8 years. It's something new.
Check this though. One of my coworkers, we were talking about it. He sent me an article last year. It was from last year, but 2 years ago. Wuhan, China was actually, they had a pretty much it was a facility that held the worst diseases and all that kind of crap. And I'm trying to say, is this a coincidence or what? Like, I don't know.
Sort of like there are CDC center in Atlanta.
I think so. It probably was like a CDC center. There's some in the States, in Europe and in the United States, they have like that same Wuhan facility is overseas. And I think it's probably they were trying to do research. And I'm like, is this connected to the snake shit? Because that's wild, bro.
Oh, well, we'll see how this all plays
stuff.
out.
Wash your hands, people.
Yeah. Stay clean. All right, let's change gears one more time.
Shit, make me want to cough
I
right
know.
now, man.
Get a little bit more positive. And now for our segment of Sir Esters' little trip to, where'd you go, son? Egypt. World traveler, extraordinaire. I'm getting on that bus soon. I can get my passport, and then I want to go with Sir Esther, and we all just need to get out of the country. So
where did I stop at? Okay,
you was in Italy.
Arbitrary Air Italia.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's get
the
back
food
on.
Nasty. So the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
I shopped at Walmart before getting on the airplane.
Oh, okay.
I thought like Egypt. What?
No,
Walmart in Egypt.
Before I went to the airport, I went to Walmart and stuffed up on like snacks and all that, just in case I like the airport.
But let me ask you, why Egypt? That's so random. That's not the
Why
norm.
not Egypt?
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
You hit me, bro.
Man, y'all need to stop all that.
Okay, when we first landed, it's a 14-hour flight, I believe. And when we got to Egypt, they already hitting us up off the plane. We walking through the airport. Oh, y'all need a taxi? Y'all need a taxi? They was sitting down waiting on us to come out. Y'all need a taxi? We're like, no, we're going to do an Uber. Uber can't come to the airport. Uber can't come to the airport.
For real?
Really?
Yeah. Uber cannot pick nobody up, but they can drop them off.
Because Uber getting that money, man.
They be taking money from the taxi drivers, I guess.
When did they start? Is that here too?
No.
No.
Oh, all right.
But they dropped us off at our hotel. It was like $25. But while he was driving, it was like, have you ever been in Spain and you saw all the bulls like trying to get out of the lane?
Yeah, running the bulls.
Yes. It was just like that with the cars trying to get out of the ticket, like toll booths, whatever.
Yeah.
They was all crowded up, like hitting each other.
Dang.
It was crazy. So we was driving, and they drive so crazy down there. If you could drive in Egypt, you could drive anywhere.
I believe it.
Like, they have 2 lanes. They would turn into 3 or 4 lanes.
What?
Yes. Like, a car would be here, a car would be here, and there'll be a car in the middle trying to get through. Like,
craziness.
Yes. If you could drive in Egypt, you could drive anywhere.
So how was the hotel?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
We stayed in the Stragenberger. It's beautiful. It didn't look like a part of Egypt.
he say it like that?
For real. So it's like they had a revolution in 2011.
Okay.
So they still got rubble, busted down buildings.
Oh, shit.
Like, I ain't gonna say it's bad. They still haven't fully developed.
So there's like remnants of what the previous battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't ever talk about it while you're down there.
I'll keep note of that.
So
Yeah.
how did the people treat you out there? Did they know you were American? Did they
Yeah.
know? They could actually tell.
Until
yeah.
I wore that.
Yeah, we
outfit.
saw that garb. We saw it.
That dude came in looking like a Taliban priest in the airport. Like, what?
Everybody was cool.
Everybody's real
But
cool with you.
if you don't like homeless people, don't go there. Cause everybody's trying to make a buck out of something. Everybody down there trying to make a way out of no way.
Oh,
like-
all right.
Let's say I was by the pyramids and I needed somebody to take a picture. If I use an Egyptian to take a picture,
Yeah, pay.
they'll try to get money for taking a picture on my phone.
Oh, really? So they hustle constantly.
Constantly, like nonstop.
What's-
Because that's the only way they get food and money for their
Yeah.
families.
What's the exchange rate on there compared to?
One of our dollars is 16 of their dollars.
Ooh, I know you were balling over there.
You know it, like King Tut, baby.
Oh shit! Now.
Man, I never felt so good, boy.
I bet. Damn, walk around. How were you walking around? How were you looking?
I felt like I needed my hand kissed.
I am the living God.
I am the Pharaoh.
Man, that exchange rate that's crazy.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Wow.
So, like, our first day, we just slept. We got in there Thursday
Yeah.
night. We were so tired, we just slept. But we left the hotel that Friday morning. And Friday morning, what did we do? The first thing we did, we went to the Citadel, where Muhammad Ali, not the boxer, but the king, he was like in Libya, and he took over Egypt. And we went to his Citadel. It was real nice, beautiful. They call it the White Mosque. And they got like their mosque, you had to take off your shoes, and it was raining, cold, and all that. Like, it was outside, and you got to walk in a building. But, like, you walk in that building, like, the place outside, you had to take off your shoes. And they was outside selling stuff to put over your shoes. Like, that's how much they hustle.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, we got straight off the bus. They trying to sell us stickers, like refrigerator magnets and all that right when we got
Little
off the bus.
tchotchkes and
So that outfit that you bought, which you guys can check this out at Sir Esters Instagram. I shout it out to them so they can look at those photos.
Like Sir Esters on all platforms.
Well, how in our money, how much was that? Was that running?
I think he hustled me.
Uh-oh.
Like-
all
we,
sales final.
went to a cotton place, and he told me everything in the store half off. I'm like, okay. So I was looking. I'm like, man, that all black? I gotta rock this. He said, $65. I was like, oh, Egyptian dollar? No, American.
Oh.
So $65.
Dang.
That's like 1,000 of their dollars. So I gave him 1,000. I don't think that crowd saw $65 if I went to a store over here in the U.S.
Yeah,
No, he got you. I think
would've-
he got you.
Yeah, you got bamboozled.
Yeah, he got me good. But we went to the Citadel, and it was so cold out there. When I looked up, like, the weather, it said 70s. So I went out there freezing, and we there's like little Asian women on the bus with us. She's like, you can have my coat. You can have my coat. I was like, thank you.
You can also see that on Instagram. His little fluffy
Wearing a
coat.
little Michael Jackson coat.
Yeah, that thing is micro, bro.
I feel like Dennis Rodman.
I was wondering. I was
like,
like,
what?
what the hell is he wearing?
Yeah, that jacket's small as shit.
He looked like something off a Blade Runner. What?
And I made it look fly, though.
Oh yeah,
I
you
made it
did.
look
Yeah,
fly.
you rocked it.
Hey, he was taking multiple pictures with that jacket.
I know that.
And this girl jacket just, yeah.
I didn't
rocked
want to
it.
move too much because I don't want to buy
Because
it.
you didn't want to split it. You want to split it in the back.
Like, it was crazy.
Little man in the
Big man in the middle
little
coat.
jack.
And then we went to the old Egyptian museum. They're building a new museum, but the old Egyptian museum run down.
Word.
Buildings coming apart. Like, I realized, like, King Tut, he was special for no reason. Like, he was special for being spoiled. He died, like, 10 years of his reign. Like,
he was super young when it became.
Yeah, there was a lot to that, though.
Yeah, there's a lot.
His
he
dad.
was 9.
Yeah.
And he died when he was 19.
Yeah.
Because it
realized he was so.
His dad, Akhenaten, I think his name. Because before his dad got into rule, they had the multiple guys. Like, you got Osiris and fucking Dog Man and all that shit. I don't know their name. Ra, the sun god. When King Tut's dad got into in rule, he changed it to one god, the sun god. It was like just like the disc or whatever, and he pretty much said that he is the god, and the people weren't having that shit, and it was a major revolt because they erased him from their history eventually, because all their shit is literally written in stone. They took that shit off the damn stone, and I think when his son took over, he was just a casualty of that shit.
Yeah, so
and take him out.
So you wasn't able to go into the actual pyramids itself, was you?
I didn't go in the pyramids, but they're nice, but I thought they was bigger.
Everybody always says that, I hear.
I hear that too.
Like, you think they're bigger than what you see.
Could you get close?
Yeah, we got real close.
Oh, did you touch it? We
but you couldn't go in.
You could go in. We didn't go in.
Why?
Just didn't.
You might find like a gold scarab or something.
Like, the sad thing about it, Egypt, they don't even have all their artifacts. All of them is like split over the world.
Yeah, because a lot of looters and grave robbers and stuff come through there. So
they blew up all in the pyramids and all that. They did a lot of research and blowing up out there and stuff. Like,
that sucks. I mean, it's kind of like, that's Western culture getting their hands and taking what's not theirs and saying it's theirs. Like, kind of like in France. Emmanuel Macron, that's the French president, he was talking about like African art from Kush and all that stuff, trying to give that artwork back. But then people were like, no, we can take care of it better than what the Africans can do. It's not your artwork to begin with.
Right.
If the country that helped create that art, if they want their stuff back, let them get their stuff back. I mean, it's cool that you're preserving it, but you kind of just stole it from everybody.
Right.
Like in that old museum, it all wouldn't fit in there. But that new museum they building, it'll fit in there. That new museum is as big as a pyramid.
Hold on, so you was able to go in there. Or was it open, or it's still under construction?
The new Egyptian museum, it's still under construction.
Okay.
But it's as big as a pyramid.
Damn, for real?
But from what I know of you, this sounds like one of your best trips you've ever had, though. You really enjoyed it.
Yes.
And I noticed because you took more pictures of things that you're actually doing than actually food.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What are you going? Where you went to China?
The first day, we stayed downtown. The food was lovely. Like, it's straight kind of like Indian food. Rice, and you decide the meat you want.
Is it spicy or how is it? Or just,
it could be spicy if you want it. And it was good, cheap. I bought like a big thing of juice and like some candy for like 10 Egyptian dollars. And that's nothing. Like, everywhere, like their restaurants, their stores, they all have metal detectors.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah. For what? Man. Weapons?
Yeah, they still not fully functional. You see, like, army people with guns. Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn.
Man.
Like, and if you live in Egypt, you have to serve in the army for 1 year.
I think that's the same way in Australia, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, after you get a certain age, you have to do the army.
Yeah, Korea does that, too. South Korea does that.
Don't quote me on Australia, but I know it's like that in Finland, for sure. So they do that.
Like that,
Not Australia. No.
The BTS. I know y'all probably heard of them, the Korean pop band. Well, I only know it because my wife and my daughter, they love this. It's a K-pop group, and it's all dudes. It's like they're like the Korean Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I know.
I heard about it.
All those dudes, like they've been touring and making music and all that shit, and they're gonna take a 2-year break because that rule. South Korea has that same rule. At a certain age, you have to join the military for 2 years. And then after that, you're good to go.
I had a homeboy that I used to ride bikes and BMX with, and he lived in Finland, and he had to take a break for a while. He was trying to figure out a way around that. And I don't think there's no real way around that. You have to serve for 2 years. So,
well, in Egypt, you have to be going to school. That's the only way you're not in the army.
Or if you're a pharaoh. Like, nigga, they only had them no more.
Yeah, like right when we was at the pyramids, they was hitting us up trying to sell stuff and all that.
Was it any good stuff or just like just tchotchkes and knickknacks?
Just like the blankets and all that. I had to buy me a blanket.
Yeah, you got some good souvenirs though, I'm sure.
Yeah, I bought a lot of souvenirs, keychains and stuff. And gold out there is real cheap.
Really?
Yeah.
But all right, you said you were cold, but you don't know that in the desert it gets cold at night, bro?
It was only cold for that first day.
Okay.
The rest it was warm.
Like cold like it is right now here?
No, it wasn't nothing like that.
But it was chilly though.
Chilly.
Because you
like
were on top of
50,
that. Yeah.
50 degrees.
That's what's up.
50 to me is cold.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, kind of.
And I'm the biggest one in this world. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of nippy.
It's cold.
It's kind of nippy. Get a sweater.
But yeah, we rode camels. Camels bigger than a horse, spitting.
But you bigger than the damn camel. I saw that picture of you with a camel. You was like this. Looked like you was on an Egyptian Newport commercial. I was like, who is this dude?
I thought I saw Joe Camel out there.
Got a turban on, and I was like, this nigga's legs touching the ground.
I knew he was having a good time when he was posting those good pictures.
That camel was pissed off.
And then
he know he's gonna be.
We were driving the Ubers everywhere. Yeah. They got an Uber bus.
Damn.
They got an Uber cycle. Like
jumping on the back of
someone come get you on a motorcycle and you ride on the back.
Like on some Jason Bourne shit. Nope. Pass. Especially how you talking about how they driving.
How they driving. I ain't riding on a motorcycle.
Yeah. And they try to make us get a rental.
For real.
We was happy we didn't get no rental.
Yeah, hell no.
So, what are other places did you guys have to stop at before you actually got to Egypt? You stopped at a couple different places, right? Like you flew from Nashville to
New York.
New
Everybody had Tim's at the airport.
I would doubt it.
Everybody had Tim's.
Had them Tim's.
The only thing they didn't have was a do-rag.
Cash rules everything around.
A lot of them had Tim's.
So you then went from there. Where'd you go?
New York to Rome.
How did you get to spending time in Rome?
Just 5 hours. We stayed at the airport.
Oh, all right.
It was just a real nice, clean. Toilets was clean.
See,
I love that.
I thought
I didn't have no problems. Barefaced and all.
I hope it looked like a Charmin bear. It's like this.
I didn't have to put no paper down. I didn't.
They have a bidet.
Clean.
They had a bidet. Squirt the water at your butt.
They didn't have that. I wish they did.
So we want to apologize to Rome for Sir Esther dropping off a couple of kids in their toilet. So
we went to the zoo.
Bunch of sneaker bars.
Sir Thick shits.
Yeah, floating around. Man, I've never seen a log like this before.
Jason Pollock painting in here.
Yeah, we went to the zoo out there.
Yeah.
All these animal activists and all that, they would die in Egypt.
Really?
Yeah. They had them in small cages. Like,
Bruh.
And they sold, like, their price was so funny because they had Egyptians pay $5, Egyptian pounds. But if you're not Egyptian, you pay 20.
But how do they know you wasn't Egyptian?
I know.
You should have
when I spoke English. Because they,
like how they really
know.
If
they thought I was Egyptian, they spoke Arabic. And I didn't know what they were saying.
Dude. Salam alaikum.
Gosh. No.
Oh,
they
no.
Say, man, get this nigga out of here. Get him.
Well, you know,
somebody come get you.
Uncle Ruckus ass.
They always like speak. You know how they talk.
Yeah, we know.
I don't know how they talk.
Yeah, we're gonna step out this one. They be waiting for you.
Hey.
We
I
heard
love
what you
them, though.
said.
The women was very pretty over there. Like they was very pretty, OG.
Hey, why
let
you?
you
Why
know.
you?
Cause you the single
let
one.
you know,
You the single
G.
one.
Real pretty.
All
Everybody
right.
smoked hookah. Everybody smoked cigarettes. A lot of people was wearing joggers and sweats.
Well, that you fit right in, didn't you?
Heck yeah.
Look at this.
But
Look at this. That's all he wears, 24/7.
But can't get the zoo discount. Cause you say Oshkosh, but
This fool
God.
always asked me, I said, hey, man, let's go out kick it. He said, can I wear joggers? Bro, come on, put on some damn jeans for once.
And like we went to a mall. They had a mall by the Four Seasons. It's like going to Cool Springs.
What they Foot Locker look like?
It didn't have no Foot Locker. It was a high price mall. So they had like Gucci,
okay.
Giorgio Armani, all the special stores.
It was that stuff still high over there too.
It was cheaper.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It wasn't a lot cheaper.
Okay, I'm about to
but
say
it
I'm
was
going to
cheaper.
Egypt today. I'm on
It
my
was
way.
cheaper than it would be over here.
Yeah.
Like I thought about it, but I was like, yeah, I want to save my money.
Man, you should have bought something for your girl and brought it back. Made her happy.
I bought her some souvenirs.
Ooh.
Dang. You hear that shit? No.
Don't ever eat KFC.
I got her some
over there.
magnets.
No.
I got her magnets. And I got a wrapper for my falafel. She ain't happy with that.
She ain't get no Gucci bag though.
She got
I bought a big Anubis statue. I bought a big one.
Ooh.
All right.
But you
Hey,
couldn't
I
go
like-
to the Gucci or Armani store and get her a scarf.
If I would have known, I would have did that. Because when you come back, you can only switch your currency over at the Egyptian airport.
You can only do it at the airport.
At the Egyptian airport.
Damn.
Like when we got to Rome, we tried to switch our money over.
And they said
couldn't
no.
do it.
So you still got the Egyptian money.
Yeah, when we got to
That's
Atlanta, we tried to switch it back over. They didn't allow it.
How many I'm gonna call them e-bucks. How many e-bucks you got?
Close to 5,000,
Damn.
and that's like 200.
Damn.
Man, I have to go back
That's
over there
X-
and get my
that's Xbox
200
One.
back.
Yeah.
I had to make it a
And I was
second
gonna
trip.
buy a gold necklace for my son with like the big pharaoh,
Yeah.
and he charged me like $4,000, 4,000 Egyptian bucks. But I was like, man, I want to have some money left. If I'd have known I couldn't switch it off, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
It was.
What's up, then?
Save your e-bucks, man, and just see. Maybe you can trade it into one of these gyro places. All of them.
Yeah, they might.
Hey.
Hey.
my friend, my friend. Let me 2 gyro wraps, rice for you, no tax.
And you know we do when we go get our haircuts and beard trimmed up. They
How
they
they
might
doing,
take
man?
it. They might take it in
Hey,
there.
you want some e-bucks?
I'm gonna
Take
try it at the beginning of next month.
Yeah, when we go to the barber, say, "Hey man, look what I got."
Real talk,
Ooh.
like our local businesses that are Egyptian owned.
Yeah.
Because the gas station down the street from me is Egyptian owned. They rotate the people that work there because they'll work for a few months, build that money up, and then take their family on a big trip, and they'll be out for months, balling out because of the exchange rate, and then they'll come back. And one of the guys told me, he says that usually what they do, they work their way up, build that money up, and then when they're ready to retire, cash out because our money stretches way far.
Yeah.
Yeah, the money's just crazy.
So put that money in a bank
Oh, I'm saving it.
and then ball out and go.
I plan to go back to Egypt.
So
It was cool.
I know you really liked it. So where you plan on going next? What's your next trip?
I want to go to Bangkok, Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
But after I heard that coronavirus is down there, I don't know.
The coronavirus over there.
Yeah. Is it
That's
over
what
there
I
now?
read.
Oh, that was one of the countries you read. You scared me because you was going through so many Asian countries. I just listened out for the Philippines.
You know what? I'll see what you going next year, right? Around the same time.
I might, yeah. They
I'll
said
see-
that's the best time to go.
I'll see what's up with going on with me, but for you got to go to Berlin, Germany with me. That's why I'm trying
I
to
go
head
to
to.
Germany.
I've always been wanting to go there.
Or you go Amsterdam.
You know I get in trouble in Amsterdam.
You gotta go to Amsterdam.
The Hangover 4.
Yeah, that'll be
Especially when your ass be blacking out.
Amsterdam's in the Netherlands.
and that place, and I want to hit up Greenland too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Greenland's a
go to
beautiful
Greece
place.
also.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hitting up Greece. So,
But yeah, like Egypt, it's a different. Like the people may make you humble yourself so much because they're making a way out of no way.
right.
People walking around barefooted, like looking. I ain't trying to be mean. A lot of people like dirty over there.
I mean, because
It's all sand and dirt over there.
sand,
right?
dirt, and then it's I wouldn't even call it a third world country, but that it's not developed
As we are.
it takes a good 20 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna take them a good 20 years.
They're gonna need help.
Right.
Like, it really makes you humble yourself being over there. It's nice, and the culture is beautiful.
Yeah.
But it really humbles you. Like, I'm thankful for where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking a trip because when I'm actually want to my dream trip is go to Japan. You go to Japan, and then my wife wants to go to Korea.
I want to go to Japan.
And I'm gonna go, and I want to go back to my place of birth, of the Philippines, and just to reconnect, you know. And when I see you going on these trips, I was like, man, I need to get up on that.
Yeah, he got me on my wanting travels too.
Yeah,
So he makes you want to level up.
leveling up on the travel,
Man,
living the
I'm
dream.
trying to level as much as I can.
Why
Like,
you
I'm
can?
trying to live the life I am, man.
That's what's up.
Like, Egypt, I highly recommend it. Don't let the people scare you. All the people are humble, cool. They might ask for some money, but they'll help you. Like, when we saw the Sphinx, like I was telling you about the phone situation, dude asked me, I would take a picture of you on your phone because I didn't know how to angle my phone right.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, I'll take your picture. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Dang.
Why are you so stern with them? No. You damn punk.
Because I knew what he was going at.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to ask for some money.
You balling anyway.
I should have gave it.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I would have
Damn,
known
you
I couldn't transfer it over, I would have did it.
Motherfucker
is
came
what it
in like
is.
an African American Scrooge McDuck, just swimming in money. You want to get
Also, don't eat at KFC over there.
why?
Why?
Me and the toilet met each other a lot of times.
Ooh.
What? I wouldn't want to eat the if it's food that's over there, that's over here. I'm not even.
Now, why
No,
bother?
we was just hungry for that moment. And we just wanted something quick. And it ran through me quick.
Dang.
They must cook with different kind of oils
might
or
be
something
different
over there.
oils or
Yes, it's
Well,
different
all right,
batters.
since we on that subject, what was it like? Was it like a KFC out here, like chicken? And
They didn't have as much of variety, but they had the same
Did
stuff.
they have a McDonald's?
Like, they didn't have no potato wedges. They had regular French fries.
damn,
But they had McDonald's, Burger King, like Pizza Hut big over there. Burger King big, KFC's big, and Pepsi. Pepsi's real big.
Bigger than Coke than over here?
Yeah.
That's just crazy
I
because
hear
we
that. I
because
hear
we
that too.
because we live in our own little world in the United States and
Mm-hmm.
we don't think nothing else matters. And you go outside and outside our country and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, you know, it's everything's beyond us.
Yeah, like
So it's
it
much
really
bigger.
humbles you quick traveling these
Yeah.
other
I bet
countries
you do get
because
humbled in that
we have
bathroom.
it so good here.
We don't even know.
We don't even know. Like when people be like, I don't hear no rappers. Man, I grew up eating spinach. I grew up eating hot dogs. You didn't grow up how they grew up over there.
The spinach is good though.
You know. it's
Yeah, you
just-
know
yeah.
You know, a lot of people talking about they poor, how poor.
No, that
Man,
ain't.
they not poor like Egyptian poor.
Damn.
Like, it really make you humble yourself. And another thing I was gonna say, like, when we got to the airport, oh yeah, when we took an Uber to the airport.
Yeah.
They have like 4 terminals. We went to the wrong terminal, right? So we went to Terminal 1. We were supposed to go to Terminal 3. And the dude, he was like, we're looking for Air Italia. He was like, you trying to get to U.S.? We like, yeah. He was like, I'll show you. He took us to the elevator. He like, hey, give me a couple of dollars. Give me a couple of dollars.
Damn, just to
Yeah.
show me to the elevator, bro.
Yeah. He walked with us the whole time. Hey, give me a couple of dollars. So we gave him a couple of dollars. He's like, hey, can you give my friend something too for being here? Gave his friend a little couple of dollars. So they showed us, walked us to the terminal, and then we was putting our bags up. Dude tried to be like, hey, let me put my bag up. Let me put your bag up. I'm like, no.
Why so stern?
Because you know, you knew what was up. You knew what was
going
up.
on.
So it's Hustle City.
Yeah, hustle.
Hustle City.
Bruh.
If you don't like homeless people, if you don't like people asking you and begging you for stuff,
Don't go.
Don't go.
That's what's up.
But you had the money to give to them anyway. Might as well.
Yeah. Ain't
But
gonna hurt.
when we was coming back was when I had the black outfit on.
Yeah, when I saw that picture.
We saw that.
This motherfucker in the Nashville airport, baggage claim. Look like he about to do a damn bombing.
I know.
That's the most times people try to talk to me Arabic.
For real? Yeah, hell yeah. 'Cause you
Of
dress
course,
like a
man.
goddamn.
Damn, what do you expect?
And I bet you at Hoskosh Bagage. Like, this is a goddamn idiot. Walking away.
Well, that's
Hey,
what's up,
everybody
man.
say I look good in
Yeah,
it.
you,
Hey,
yeah,
you
you did.
rocking it.
You look right. So everybody
rocking
check
it.
him out on his Instagram. See what he look like. So,
You was rocking it.
Go to the old market out there.
all right.
Because you could haggle anybody in that old market. Like, they all trying to sell something, but you can talk them down into any price.
Word.
All right.
Yeah.
Did it look like a market from like the Jumanji movie? When
Yeah.
damn,
It looks
I want to go to a
Like-
market like that. though.
it like little huts,
Yeah.
like in between buildings. Just in between buildings, people trying to sell stuff.
Word.
Yeah. It's cool.
That's what's up.
It's
That's up.
cool and it's a nice city. And we also checked out perfumes out there. Because there's a lot of like oils and stuff that
Oh,
come
natural
from
oil,
Egypt.
like real shit.
Yeah.
The real shit.
That come from Egypt. Smell good. They hot though.
Oh, for real. I wouldn't
Yeah.
doubt it, man. If it,
Yeah.
Oil extracts from whatever the hell.
And that's the first time I ever tried hibiscus tea.
It's good. I heard it's good.
Real good. Real
I
good.
heard it's good.
I never heard of it till
I've
I
heard
was
of
in
it.
Egypt. Oh, you
I
heard
seen
of
it at the World Market, man. Because my wife, she likes worldly stuff.
Ain't she vegan?
She used to be vegan. She's doing low carb now.
She what?
Low carb.
You switched her mind.
I ain't. Well, I feel bad because
You're evil.
I am evil, man. I'm a fucking horrible monster. She was so into the vegan thing, but I wasn't trying to go vegan, man. Look at me. I just like eating vegetables and shit. King Henry body and shit. So we would want to go. She would want to go to like a vegan place like Wild Cow in East Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
I love that place.
I love it. I like
so
I like
good.
like the mean greens and all that shit. It's
Yeah.
good. That's my go-to. But like on the regular, I couldn't do it, and I think it chipped away. And then she said, "You know what? I'm gonna just back up off the vegan stuff." But now she's on this low carb, and I'm down with low carb. So
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, in the river. Like when we ate on the river and all that.
the Nile River.
Yeah, we ate on the river. The belly dancer. OG liked that. Hey,
Ooh, Billy,
No
Billy.
comment. I saw the video.
I gotta see the video. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
You know I saw it
I
quick.
should have taken my phone. Hey,
That belly dancer was nice. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they had a lot of them belly dance and stuff out there.
Well, we know where Ron going first.
You already know.
Going on the Jungle Cruise. Going to get some belly dancing.
I never been that full so many times. Like the buffets out there.
That's hard to believe.
That's why his ass ended up
Bruh,
in the
he
bathroom
more than
dropping
me.
logs off.
Chucking that wood.
Yeah.
Everything was cheap. I died on a full stomach, man. I always slept on a full stomach. Like,
That's what's up, man.
never buy stuff at the hotel. Always go out to buy you stuff.
That's any place. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
They had American prices.
American prices. And
At the
at
hotel.
hotel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I could have much more to talk about, but let me go ahead and give a final thought.
Well. First of all, before we get to that part, is anything you need to wrap up and say?
Wrap up questions.
Oh.
Questions or final thoughts? So.
I'm just enthralled in this whole Egyptian trip.
Oh, okay.
And then my mind is off everywhere because there's stuff that I want to try to do now. But I got nothing that I want to plug other than listen to the show. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at BlackApinoJ.
And I want to shout out to everyone to check us out on Instagram. It's _level up. And also my personal Instagram is at RON_SEAY. Also, you should be able to listen to us soon when you listen to this. It's going to be on SoundCloud / The Level Up and also on YouTube. The other platforms are coming. Just be patient with us. We're still new at this. It's coming. Hopefully by the time you listen to this, it'll be up. So, Sir Esters, let's leave us on a positive note, I guess is what we're calling it. And we'll go from there and wrap this up.
Make sure you share us and subscribe. And one thing I want to say is we always have parents, we have teachers, we have people that help us throughout our life. But the best teacher is life. You're learning every day. Everything you're doing, you're learning another way to do it. So always think of life as being a teacher instead of getting mad at your life. So take that as motivation, inspiration, and you either go level up or shut up.
Be